Hi everyone, this is Jim Carroll and Eric Ratte for another one of our Day in the Life series of Acumatica. Today we're going to focus on workflows and process flows. Acumatica has recently expanded its functionality in this area, and when we talk about Acumatica, we always like to key on three things. One, it's a very millennial-friendly and feature-rich product. And today we're going to talk about some of those feature-rich tools. The second is that you've got some automated processes within Acumatica. And actually, some of the process flows are going to speak to how you can set up these triggers within Acumatica that allow its system to act like an employee to do things that were rote in the past. And then finally, we take full advantage of the Internet of Things, and now you're going to see how we can integrate some graphic tools and dashboard tools into Acumatica to make it a more vibrant ERP product. So Eric, if we can go to our Acumatica, and one of the nice things that Acumatica does, it allows you to generate flowcharts. So these are great training tools, great implementation tools, and great tools if you're in a multi-company environment, as an example, to compare workflows for things like sales order processing and purchase order processing between company one compared to company two, or flows associated with things like an order taken from a website versus an order taken from EDI versus an order entered manually. So Eric, great example. You want to mention something else, please?
Yes, and in addition to, you can click on the customer, for example, so it will open the customer record. So when we do training, it's a good, very good tool to use, because as we go on with the training, we can see the workflow, and as we go from one step to another, then we can, the process flow, you can click and then you go to the corresponding screen. So
fantastic.
This is one thing that is very useful.
So speaking of process flows, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I would want to go to the.
Well, I think we're on the same part. Yeah, we're seeing of process flows. We can go to help.
Yeah.
And you please take it away.
Right. So when we go to help, and then we go to this one, we see all the books, the manuals that we have, and then one of these is the order management. So we can click on it and.
So Acumatica, I believe, calls these educational resources. So we go into the educational resource on the different modules within Acumatica. This one happens to be order management. And sure enough, Eric, I see a process flow. Perfect.
Yep. So you can increase the, you can zoom a bit to see it bigger, and you can even click on it so it would open in a new screen. So these are very useful, and you have many process flows. So another example would be in the automated warehouse operations, WMS, that Acumatica has as a module on the mobile app. And the same thing, you can open the processing as an example, and then you also have workflows.
And I noticed you could actually print this out. Is that correct, Eric? Where you could print these out?
You can print. You can also export that into a Word document. Should you want to do a manual, a printed manual. You also have PDFs. Acumatica can offer PDFs as well that you can print more easily.
Great. And then, Eric, is there a way, like when we're doing implementations and you've got these processes steps, the actual process flows themselves within Acumatica, to take a look at what those steps are? And, as an example, when do I put a sales order on hold, or when do I print out a pick ticket? Those behind-the-scene things that are automatically triggered when they occur. How does that work?
Yes. So, for example, the sales order screen is a good example, because you have, like any other transaction screen, you have a status. And so to go from one status to another, these are basic workflow that are included with the package. So if we go to customization and show state diagram, that would show the different statuses that a sales order can have, as well as how you go from one step to another, in which condition. So, for example, the place on back order, you want to know what will happen after that, then you can see it visually. But then you can also customize this workflow to accommodate more specific or particularities in the workflow of a customer.
Fantastic. So what we're saying is, as an example, I take an order receipt, I print a pick ticket, but between that and printing the pick ticket, if my items are not in finished goods inventory, therefore I can't pick them because they're physically not there, how do I want the system to behave? And some companies may want the print ticket to be picked. Others may say, no, I want to put it on hold and only generate it after the back order has been relieved because I've received goods into finished goods, which now make it available to print a pick ticket. That type of thing is what you're discussing, correct?
Correct.
And then this state diagram gives you a visualization, which is, again, another example of a workflow and process flow that's baked into the millennial-friendly capabilities of Acumatica. That's pretty hot stuff. All right. Anything else we should show, or is that it for today?
That's it for today.
All right. Thank you so very much, Eric. Another day in the life.